Hello friends and welcome! Thanks for taking time to join me today. I am Morjax and we have a slightly different Mordheim City of the Damned video today. Now I've gotten a request from a number of people to do a little video on warband creation, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't know everything, but I think I can help some people out. So we're going to go new game right here, and right here you've got your selection. You can do Mercenaries, Skaven, Sisters of Sigmar, or Cult of the Possessed. We're going to do Mercenary. Now you have the option in early access here, this is early access phase 8, to choose rank 0 or rank 10. Rank 0 is going to be your starting warband, and rank 10 is going to be a maxed out, totally leveled up warband. So we're going to go with rank 10 so we can get a little more options to play with here. Alright, here we are at the War Camp page, so we're going to go through a little bit here. The Smuggler's Den is not out yet. Player progression is maybe coming out next patch or the one after. Skirmish right here, this battle flag, is where you would set up an actual battle. Campaign is also being implemented. Shop you can use right now, but what we're going to focus on is management. So you click on your hero here. This is your leader. This is the captain, and these are the slots that you have. So this first row, ground level here, is going to be all your heroes. Second tier is going to be all your henchmen, and back tier is going to be your reserve. So I'm going to show you how to hire a hero. You just click one of these empty slots here, left click, and it gives you some options. So we can hire the champion. You can see in the top right, or the top left, I'm sorry, is the unit name, champion. We've got a warlock who can cast spells, another hero, youngblood, and then two henchmen, a marksman and a warrior, which is kind of a ranged and a melee. And at any point here you can use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. So let's go ahead and let's hire a warlock here. So you hit enter, enter again, and now you've got your warlock right there hired onto your team. I'm just going to go ahead and hire some other warriors here. Well, actually, let's wait. Let's do hire an impressive as well. So instead of these two heroes, you can have a leader and 4 heroes, or you can have an impressive. And the human mercenaries is the ogre here, and it's ogre for mercenaries. It is the rat ogre for Skaven. I forget what the sisters is, but it's just a big beefy priestess kind of thing. And then the chaos spawn for Cult of the Possessed. So we're going to go ahead and hire ourselves an ogre here, and as I said, he takes the place of 2 heroes. So let's look at some of the stuff we can customize here. Now we've got all our stats on the left. It's a little bit overwhelming, but we'll kind of get to that as we go. You can use Z and C to toggle back and forth between just the overview page. This is the equipment page. Once you hit C again and you get your active skills and passive skills on the left and right respectively. C again, you'll get your spells. Not every unit has spells, but since we're looking at the warlock, he does have access to spells. So let's go ahead and click on our first weapon here, and he came with the Sword of Perseverance. He can equip a dagger, a hammer, mace, spear, staff, or sword. Let's go with the staff, and that's actually a 2-handed weapon, you can see here, and our shield popped off. And then this is our offhand just below. So let's go ahead and equip, I don't know, let's do a spear on there. And this little star that you see there, that means it can be enchanted, and we'll get to that a little later. So in our offhand, we can equip a shield. Another option, like let's say if we equipped a hammer, we can equip actually another hammer and do dual wielding, and that costs a little bit more to attack with. But let's go with a hammer and a shield. Now here is your body armor. We've got clothing, and he actually does not have an option for anything else. So let's hop over to another guy here. This is our champion. He has clothing, heavy armor, or light armor available. And heavy armor kind of encumbers you more, spellcasting is more difficult, etc. And then for your head, you can have a helmet or you can have a pendant. The helmet is armor absorption, stun resistance, perception, lowers your perception and spell casting chance. And the pendant is a chance to pass all alone fear terror tests. So it's like a psychological boost. So, oh, that helmet looks badass. He's got like a rat skull, but let's get a pendant on him. Okay, now on the right here, we've got items. So we have 2 oil bombs. Those are equipped randomly. And there's a whole bunch of items here. Now, and I should say, if you guys have any questions at all, please, please, please ask. Because I don't know everything, but I think I can really help some people out. So please, if you have any questions at all about this whole process, do go ahead and ask me. So yeah, these items all do different things here. And then if you scroll down a little further, there's actually these training tomes, which you can see. Let's look at our strength here. We currently have 3 strength, and the maximum that this unit can ever have is 9. But if we were to use a tome of training strength, we can increase that by 3, so he would go up to 12 maximum strength. And that really matters if you're trying to max out a certain stat. If we scroll down a little, there's a tome of abilities, and that it's a single use. These are going to be very, very rare once player progression comes out, but this gives you a couple more ability points to spend on skills. Likewise, the Tome of Magic is for magic. You get a couple of more points to spend on magic. And then these martial, mental, and physical grimoire gives you 3 points in either the physical category, which you can see on the top left, mental category, which is in the middle left, and martial category, which is kind of on the lower left. So let us jump forward to skills. Now I have videos for all the skills that are implemented. It's a couple of early access phases ago, so the exact details may not be exactly the same, but the essential what the skills do are there. So let's start with each warband has a set of skills that only that warband has. So these mercenaries have these 3 active skills. Skaven don't have these. Cult of the Possessed don't have these. We've got Tactician, Guard Stance, and Sniper Shot. And I'm not going to worry too much about what they are. I'm just trying to show you a little bit on how to make a warband if you're real new to this. So passive skills, the unique ones are combat expertise, flawless positioning, and hunter. So this dude's a caster. So let's just say we want to max out our spells, and the stat that affects that is intelligence. So I'm just going to spam intelligence up to 20 here and see where that gets us. Now let's assign a couple of skills. These icons across the top here correspond to the stats. So strength, toughness, agility, etc., etc. So we're going to go to intelligence. And because we have 20 intelligence, we have access to all of these skills. Whereas, say if we went to leadership, we can only take cool-headed. We don't have access to these others, as you can see by the big red X. So let's get some stuff that's going to help us with spellcasting. I'm going to get expert spellcasting, which you can see the first description says increase the range of spells by 5 meters. Does not affect spells centered on the caster. And then down below it says mastery. And so mastery costs, you can see the green little pills here. The green pills is how much skill points it costs, and then way up on the top we've got 30 to spend because we are a maxed out character. So we're going to do expert casting, and you'll see up in the top right our 30 is going to go down to, has gone down to 28 now, and we're going to go ahead and master that. So you click on the skill again, and then you can master that, and it gives you a bigger bonus. So instead of 5 meters extra spell range, we now have 10 meters extra spell range. So let us go ahead to improved casting here, and this is going to reduce the chance of enemies to resist the spells, so we're more likely to hit with our spells, and that gives us a 5% boost for the first rank, and then we're going to master that as well. Let's see, Knowledge Mordheim gives us extra movement. I like movement, so we're going to go with that. And this isn't any particular build, I'm just kind of going off the cuff here so you guys can see what it looks like. Let us see, and let's do this as well. This makes it less likely that we'll get that our spell will misfire and hurt us. So it's a 5% and then bumps up to 15% chance with the mastery. And then let's get one of our let's see what these racial abilities have here. So when engaged with 2 or more enemies, increases chance to dodge, or, well, I don't really plan to be engaged. After shoot, yeah, well, okay, see, these aren't very good. This is like combat stuff, and we're not doing combat. So, let's just leave our skills. Let's grab an active mental. We are going to do introspection. This is one I actually really like a lot. It lets you use the blue pills, which are movement or action, to get more offense, which are the red pills. So we're going to go ahead and master that, and you can see we've used up all of our skill points. Very good. And I'll tell you a little bit about, these are the strategy points. The blue pills were up in the top left. We have 7 of them. So Down below, we've got 8 movement with this character currently, so each one of those bubbles will get us 8 meters. So we can go 7 times 8 meters if we use them all for running. Introspection lets us convert 3 blue bubbles into 2 red bubbles. Red bubbles are what you use to cast spells and to attack. So this guy has 9. The attacks, let's jump back to our equipment page. The attacks on a 2-handed weapon cost, the first attack in a round costs 2, the second attack costs 3, the third attack costs 4, and so on and so on. You can't usually do more than 3 attacks. There's some skills you can do. 2-handed weapons, they cost 2 every time. So we could attack with our hammer and shield here. It would cost us 2 each time. We have 9 offense points total, the red pills here. So we could attack 4 times each round if we used our hammer. But I think we'd probably be using this guy for spells. So, oops, I'm switching characters here. Let's go to spellcasting real quick. Curse of Rust he starts with. That chops down their armor absorption. Let's see what else we have. Blinding Light. Lightning Strike, that's pretty good. Fireball, that's even better. This is a splash damage. I like that one pretty well. So we're going to get it, and we're going to master it. Lightning Strike, let's go ahead and do that. That's just a kind of a one-off armor bypass zap. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Dread of Aramar, this is a newer one that came out a couple of patches ago, or a couple of phases ago. And it is reduces the melee hit chance by 5% for 1 turn, not stackable. Also removes up to 2 current offense points, and has a 25% chance to break stances, and that is stackable. The mastery is removes 4 offense points, hit penalty of 10%, and 50% chance to break stances. So we're going to go ahead and grab that here. Now let's hit Z, and that's going to bring us back to this this page here. And again, Z and C toggle between pages on the same character. And I should also say Q and E cycle between units here, so we can cycle between our different units. Let's go ahead and take a look at Enchanting. Now, we don't have the store axis here, but we can do Enchanting. And I know this looks really overwhelming, but just bear with me for a minute. So these are modifications that you can assign. You cannot take them back out again once you put them in there. And right now you've got basically infinite access, but they will be, I think, fairly hard to find once player progression comes out. So they do all kinds of things, like this one is chance to cast spells. We've got, I want something spell focused on this guy. Rune of Movement, Rune of Piety is not it. Let's see. Well, I don't know. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but ooh, this one I like a lot. Rune of Innervation. When casting a spell, receive a 30% chance to recover 1 offense point. I like that one a lot. We're going to get that, but let me just quick say the difference between the purple and the blue that you see here. There's 2 of everything. The purple is masterwork. It's just a higher quality enchantment. The blue is normal. So again, the masterwork ones will be harder to find. So now we have you can see on our description of our headgear, we've got a 30% chance to recover 1 red pill whenever we cast a spell. So we may get chances to cast more spells. So now we're going to enchant our armor here. And this basically gives you a total of 4 to any of your 9 points here. I'm going to search for intelligence. We're just going to try to crank our intelligence way the heck high up. Here we go. Again, we've got the normal and the masterwork versions. So we'll go ahead and put a Rune of Intelligence on this guy here. And now we'll move on to our staff. Let's see what to do. Here we go. Spellbinding. This is one that I like pretty well. It reduces the chance for your spells to backfire. So it's a 12% reduction on the Chinch's Curse, which is when you play with magic, you're going to get burned kind of thing. So we're going to go ahead and equip that. And let's go ahead and put something on our hammer too. We're going to go with, let's see, Slaying. So that's just a straight damage boost. You can see our damage here is 38 to 45 with that weapon. When we switch to our spear, or our staff rather, it's 49 to 60. And now let's put something on our shield. So if we do switch weapons to our hammer and our shield, it probably means we're in close combat. So what I want is the Rune of Shielding, which gives an extra melee resistance. So if you look down in the very bottom left, our melee resistance is a 23% chance, which says reduces the chance to be hit by melee weapons. So if they have a 100% chance to hit, and we've got, say, 50% melee reduction, now they only have a 50% chance to hit. So I like that pretty well. We're going to go ahead and equip that. And this guy is basically all set. And usually, now I assigned all the skills right now. Usually I wait until I've assigned all these points here. And how you assign it really depends on the build you're going for. There's a lot of trial and error. Right now, right down here, you can see this respec button, which is the delete key. That's only in early access. You can actually start fresh if you mess something up. But once player progression is out, it will be what it will be. You cannot respec. Characters will get injured, characters will die, and you just have to kind of roll with it. So you'll get sort of a motley crew. They'll get better and better, but they'll also get injured and more fragile. So agility gives us melee resistance. I'm looking down on the bottom here. Dodge chance and climb. Let's see. I don't really want a lot of strength because I don't plan to be in close combat with the spellcaster. So I'm going to put a bunch into toughness so we can try to keep them alive longer. And I'm going to put the rest into agility here. Again, you can do these a whole lot of different ways. I'm just kind of going off the cuff. So let us go with, we're gonna dump the rest of the points into leadership here, and the last of them will go into alertness. You hit enter to apply changes. And let's see, weapon skill. Let's crank up our weapon skill, and we don't have a bow, so I'm gonna crank up the accuracy. Okay, so now we've assigned all of our points. This guy is ready to go, not really optimized. And then this is a really fun page here. This is if you keep going hitting C past the spells. This is kind of the character customization. So this is where you can cycle through. Let's take a look at the hood. You can cycle through all the different colors, and I'm gonna switch to, let's see what we got. Ooh, cool. We can do like, oh my gosh, there's a freaking wizard hat. Yes, we're doing that. Oh my gosh, a wizard hat. Okay. Now we can change our, I like style, oh my gosh, that's pink. Okay, I like the red. I feel like the red is like intimidating and stuff. Let's change our sleeves. You can again change the type of your sleeve there, and we're gonna look for the red version, whatever that is. Okay, there's red. Now we'll do our other arm. Our arm from another brother. There we go, red and red. Now we get to do our little skirt here. Very nice. I guess it's just kind of our pants. Okay, that's fine. Whoa, look at these presets. Jeez. Colored 9 and... oh, look at that purple. I found that 9 and 11 are often the red ones here. Alright, let's change our cape. Very neat. Oh, it's like our undercape. Our undercape. There we go. Red, red, and more red. Change our belt. That's just like a little dongle on the side of your belt there. And then this is our second cape. Oh, that's kind of ugly. It's just a... it's kind of ugly, but we're doing it. So again, this is kind of just final tweaks to make your guy stand out a little more. Oh, we can do the facial hair. Yes, please. Oh my gosh, look at our little wizard face. Hold on, let me get your... okay, he's just equipping his staff, whatever. Let's zoom in. Look at his little wizard face here. I gotta go with style 3. That's awesome. That's a wizard beard right there. There we go, white wizard beard. Badass. Okay, and so that's putting everything that you need to know really about making a unit. And I'm just going to show you one more thing here, and that is ranged. So the ranged, we can get, this is our leader here, or no, a champion, I'm sorry, one of our heroes. We can get a bow, a crossbow, dueling pistol, pistol, and that's it. And there's the marksman henchman can actually get a rifle as well. So let's get a dueling pistol because it looks awesome. And yeah, I mean, that's basically everything you need to know about making a warband. And I may make one as well on the shop. It's really pretty straightforward. But hopefully that helps you get on your way to making some warbands. Again, this has nothing to do with optimizing your builds, and I really wouldn't recommend what I just picked because I just picked it randomly, so it likely won't do that well. But anyway, at least you'll kind of see what the interfaces look like. And once again, if you have any questions at all, any questions whatsoever, please ask me, because even if I can't answer it, the Gentlemen of Mordheim Steam group, there's so many knowledgeable people there, and they all want to help you enjoy this awesome game. So don't hesitate to ask. And yeah, I hope this was of some use to you. If you know someone who's thinking about the game and isn't sure about the character or warband creation, go ahead and send this video over to them. Maybe it'll help them out. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time in Mordheim, City of the Damned.